Is this thing on?
Hello, everyone.
Is it on, Baker, though? I'm asking you the question.
Yes, we are. I still don't know how to react to this, Jamie. You do it every time.
I know,
You're
but
gonna
that's the whole
you're gonna have
point.
to start telling me what you want me to do.
And he ballses it
know.
up every time, doesn't he?
Yeah, and you'd think after, I mean, this is fifth episode now. And to be fair, we did do this on the previous pod that we did once in a blue moon. So it's not, we're probably at double figures on that response. But it gets a weak laugh every time, Baker. Do you know what I mean? There you go.
We've got a guest today as well, and I think guests must come on and think, what are you doing?
Baker looks like he's gone a bit bright red. I think he's a bit embarrassed by this
You
intro.
keep making this lad blush. Stop it.
No, don't be embarrassed, Baker. It's what we do.
You have to tell me how you want me to react in future, Jamie.
This thing's on. I don't care. React to how you want, but it's but I enjoy the start. There you go. Each time, see how you react to the same thing we do.
I just get laughed at each time.
Every single time. Good stuff. It saves me. I mean, it's quite embarrassing to do that, Beck. You should try it yourself one week. Tell you what, you open it next time.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's a deal. Then
it's on.
Episode.
That thing's on.
Then we can see how you react.
Yeah. I'll get prepping. I'll get prepping.
Thinking about that though the whole time now. Till next week.
I know.
What we're going to say? What's going to be witty?
He's got 2 weeks.
Yeah. The deadline. It's bank. Actually, it's bank. Anyway, let's not get there. Well, we'll be here all night, and we can't be here all night. We've got to move on. We've got a guest, as you say. So, welcome everyone to This Thing's On. We've had a bit of a delay. We're getting into a new rhythm. Hopefully, every other Wednesday now, and we think that way we'll be able to give you the latest news from the start of the week and look into your weekend. So that's the plan. Now we're on episode 5. We're getting our shit together and all of that good stuff. But a big hello to you, Baker, to you, Louie, to you, LJ, and a very, very special welcome to Grace. Hello.
Hey guys.
Hello,
how are you doing?
Grace.
We're good, and I don't apologise for this nonsense. It's what we do. So if you've picked up on that already, but I'm very pleased to welcome you along because you've got a thing called Grace Talks Music. Is that correct? Do you want to say a little bit more about that for us all?
Oh yeah, I've got a TikTok platform called Grace Talks Music because my name's Grace and I talk about music.
Amazing.
I've been doing that for the last couple of years now. Interviewed some amazing artists and got to go to amazing festivals.
Wow. Yeah. Good stuff. So yes, it's a pleasure to have you on. And as you talk music, we do talk a lot about music on this pod. So it's perfect. Yes. We talk a bit other stuff as well, TV and stuff like that. So maybe you can go off piste a little bit today on this week's pod, if that's all right. But as we always do, we start with what's on this week and entertainment news and music news, and there is a lot, Baker, I think it's fair to say. So we're going to start with Coachella, and we can't talk about Coachella without talking about the Strokes returning, but the Strokes and what they did at the end of their set. Well, let's not go too political, but I think fair play for a band to go. Bands don't do it anymore. Like bands that would be scared to do that, and that was a proper royal in America to do that in your own country. I thought fair play to you. That's classic rock and roll.
Big middle finger to the upper heads, wasn't it? Class. I loved it.
I don't think they're going to be invited back again either. So
but they knew that
move, yeah.
And there was no words. That's what I loved. You didn't have a big speech or anything like that because when I was watching the clips, I was like, oh, he must say something. And they didn't. It was just like, there you go. It's our last song. You can't pull us off. You can't pull the plug. We've done it now. And I just thought that was amazing. I mean, as if you can't love Julian Casablancas anymore, then he does something like that. Fantastic.
Cool. I think as well with it being Coachella, the amount of influencers that were there, it's like a good platform to do something like that. Do you know what I mean? Not that there'll be videos, but at least it's getting the message a bit more out there.
Yeah, exactly. And that alone, but then the Strokes return with an absolutely phenomenal tune. Like Going Shopping is fantastic. I've heard a few people slagging it off, but the more I listen, the better it gets. It's such a good tune. And
I like the words. I like the actual the lyrics, but I just don't think that it's the auto tune. There's a bit too much in it for me. I can hear it as it goes through. It's still a good song, but it's not.
In
not my
6 months'
favourite.
time, Louie will be telling everybody who cares to listen how good the Strokes' new album is, and his favourite song is Going Shopping. Because this is what happens. I'm sorry, Lou, I'm not picking on you there, but this is what people do. It's what people do.
I'll say it, and then you will talk to me in a few weeks. I'll be like, yeah, it's a mint tune. Never said
It'll come
anything
out
bad
and it'll
about
be
it.
like, oh, it was all AI.
Yeah. Nah, I was buzzing when they came back.
Strokes. Has anyone got tickets to see them live?
Yep.
Not yet. I mean, I'm old enough to see them first time round. I saw them play Leeds Uni when they in early 2002. Not long after they'd released This Is It, and it was just amazing.
There's always something.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know how old I am. I'm comfortable with it. I don't care anymore. But yeah,
there's always one band you're flexing, Jamie, saying. Oh,
I was going to say, you always have someone.
I think you saw Coldplay in Borough Train Station.
I did. Yeah, underneath Borough Train Station. Yeah.
The Killers in Newcastle Academy, was it?
Yes. Yeah. I see all the big uns when they're just starting out, when I'm happy to pay like less than 20 quid a ticket. And then when it goes higher,
now, though, isn't it? It's just like what you're doing now.
Exactly. In years to come, you'll be saying, "Oh, we saw like the K's wherever or whatever." Do you know what I mean? You'll be all sorts, and the amount of bands that we're going to come on to talk about Stockton Calling, but there'll be at least one or two of them that you'll look back in years to come and say, "I can't believe we saw them there." And all. But the Strokes were supported by the Libertines that night as well. It was one of those gigs that you could, at the time, you could sell your ticket for 400 quid. As we were walking in, there was people like offering up to 400 quid for the ticket, which cost me about 12 quid or something. And I was like, imagine selling your ticket for 400 quid. But there was a guy like sold it. I think went out for a night out in Leeds. Like, and then we got the bus back to Borough, weirdly enough. But there you go. It was cracking. But yeah, very excited about the Strokes returning. Coachella, was there anything else we wanted to say about Coachella? Have you watched much of the footage, Grace, from there? Or?
Well, I mean, I liked Madonna coming out with Sabrina Carpenter. I like calling her Sabby C, so for the sake of this, I'll call her Sabby C.
We like that. Sabby C is good.
I thought that was really iconic, to be honest. I don't know if anyone else caught it, but yeah.
Seen the clips, yeah.
And she didn't fall down the stairs, so that's a bonus for Madonna.
Yes. No cape pull.
Yes, and all of that good stuff.
I think there was a little bit of controversy over the Sabrina Carpenter, wasn't there? Because somebody had shouted something out in the crowd, and she'd said that was weird.
Yeah.
And then she's had to make an apology just for
yodeling
saying
thing or something.
Yeah. I mean, can
I'm-
you imagine though if somebody just like screams something out at you and you're on stage and you're like, what is that? It's just you would say that was weird.
Yeah,
I think she's being real.
I just think it's just a normal reaction.
Yeah,
especially if you don't know.
Yeah, she wouldn't have known. How would you know? I wouldn't know.
No. And
But
she's got to do an apology.
They shouldn't apologise though. I think this is where I sound like the old middle-aged bastard. But genuinely, like you go to gigs, people shout shit out. You just roll with it. Do you know what I mean? I think this is where the likes of, and I'm not just calling her out particularly, but Sabrina Carpenter, like Britney Spears was doing it years ago. It's the Mickey Mouse club. Growing up, you come up through a certain way, don't you? And you're an amazing. I'm not knocking this talent, but they're molded in a certain way, and then throw them somewhere like Coachella, which they probably wouldn't have played Coachella 20, 30 years ago, let's be honest. And you've got a different audience who might not. It's like Leeds Festival now. It's barely recognizable from what it was when I went like 20, 30 years ago. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think some of the crowds that go, people like as a performer, you might not get the shiny, happy, nice people who are going to pay 100 quid to see you in an arena. You're going to get some of the rough and ready people who have been sat in a field chilling for a bit, shall we say, who might be getting excited.
I think now it's more like a look at me, I'm here festival a lot of the time. I think obviously you still get music lovers going there, but I think there's a lot, like you say, people who are going to say, "Oh, look, I'm here. Look at me, I'm at Coachella." Post a picture on Instagram. There is a bit of that,
but I think Leeds, Reading's got like that. Glastonbury's certainly got that, like that.
Glastonbury has,
but yet there's still amazing festivals. I'm not knocking them. You still get the best of the best and all of that stuff. But I just think there is a bit of possibly, dare I say, the modern day performer doesn't expect someone to give them shit. But actually, when you're at a festival, that's when you're more likely to get shit, because there's lots of people being experimenting on stuff for days and getting jolly and excited, and that's just genuinely the way it is. Do you know what I mean? So, but yes, Courteeners announced best of album and tour. Baker, how excited were you on a scale of 0 to 10 about this?
I was really excited, and Louie is too. We're both big fans, and yeah, I think it'll be a great tour. I'm excited for the nostalgia as well, because we had quite a good experience seeing them at Leeds Arena at that time of year a couple of years back, and I think they're just a great band, and I think they're always good live. So I'm quite looking forward to that.
Good stuff. And Louis, have you got your tickets for the tour?
I have, yeah. I got them same day as the Strokes tickets, so my bank account's
so you're
screaming at
skinned
me.
right now.
Yeah, but who cares? Do you know what I mean? Realistically, I've got the money to spend it now, so I might as well. And
yeah, no.
You know, you're going to, like, Courteeners have already said they're going to come back and they're going to sing, like, all of the sort of fan favourites that they've missed out over the last few years that they've only sort of done at the Manchester shows. So I saw there was, like, talks like Fallowfield Hillbilly, which is, like, my favourite one. Never seen them do it. So it's like, yeah, I'm buzzing. Yeah. And then Latham's on support as well.
Oh, all right, cool.
So
it's a very good support.
What was it? I think it was like 60 quid a ticket, which not bad for an arena show, and also you're getting two good bands. So I've got no bad to say about it. I'm buzzing. Can't wait.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Grace, is that the kind of tour you get along to, or what's your thing?
Well, Courteeners doing best of. Is it not just going to be St. Jude? I've seen them about, I'm not even joking, probably about 8 times.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, it was like the band to listen to, you know, all the dog fruits, bucket hats, you know, getting piss thrown at you through a crowd. But I feel like they're playing at, you know, they're at Tramlines Festival this year, and I saw them last year at Kendal. So I feel like I'm not going to pay to see them. And I don't really like the Lathams either. Sorry, Latham's.
No. I mean, Grace talks music. She does. Yeah. She's not afraid of her opinions, which is good. I mean, I like the way you said, and I don't like the Lathams either. And we all thought like you just told us to F off or something. It's just amazing.
I saw them at Kendal that year, and they were okay. Like, it was just a typical Courteeners set. Everyone was just. That's what I always like. It's like, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you've had it a few times, do you really need it?
No, I get it. If you've seen someone a lot, 60 quid's a hell of a lot of money when there's lots of new bands that you could go and see, or new experiences, isn't there? But yes, so LJ, have you got any thoughts on Courteeners, or do you think they're all right?
Would you wish to see them? Times, as I say, it's usually been at like festival type things, and the same with the Lathams. Seen them a lot at festivals, so it wouldn't be something that I would, as you say, Grace, going and paying that money for when you've seen him so many times before.
Exactly. But talking of paying to see bands that you've seen millions of times before, there's quite a few people announced stuff today. So do you want to say a bit more about this, Baker? Who's at the time of recording, who's been announcing stuff today?
Well, we've just had the big Shed 7 announcement, haven't we?
Yeah.
Shed 7 X.
Can't wait for that.
X.
Yeah.
It's the 10th time of doing 10th
it. Shed 7 tour.
It is. Which will be good. And I like the way that they're doing quite a lot of it looked like classic when you saw the poster and stuff like that. They're playing a lot of dates. I think it's like 30 dates or something, or 30 plus dates or something like that, which is proper old school. But yeah, if you're a Shed 7 fan, you know what to expect. But it's always a good end to the year, every other year when they do it and stuff like that.
I've seen them a few times now, and in all fairness, if you go to one of their gigs, it's unreal. I was like stood up high, so I've got some really, really good footage of the bottom like section of the gig. And at one point, everybody was just like, the whole place was just bouncing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's got such a good following that they just make a fantastic gig.
Yeah, they do. They know how to put on a hell of a show. And Rick said before, he's like, why play weird songs that nobody knows? Just play the hits. People have come to see the hits. People have come to like put a few rarities in, but in the main, you want to go along and if you want to go along and see any band, you pick like your top 5 or 10 favorite songs. That's what you get when you go to see Shed 7. It's not the same every time either, but you get the classics that everybody wants to like hear, which is cool. Where are you on the Sheds, Grace, or is that not your thing? It's a generational thing a little bit, isn't it? Yeah. That's one of those. But again, it's one of those things. If you saw them live, you might actually because I think a lot of people get surprised when they see them because they are a fantastic live band.
Yeah, like I can't lie, my mum's a big fan. That's what I'll say. Yeah, I don't have any hate towards them.
Oh,
I just
no.
want to clarify as well. I don't hate Courteeners. But I don't know. It's not something I'm going to buy a ticket for. That's
No, fair enough. Yeah, no, it's good stuff.
I saw them and I got the ticket just like on the day. My mum rang me and she was like, "Oh, someone's dropped out. Do you want to come?" I was like, "Oh yeah, we're all right." You know, it's like you say,
it's a mum band.
Yeah, proper.
It's a mum band. I mean, I'm sat here as a dad, so I can't really say and challenge that, to be fair. But there we go. But no, very good band. I think it's fair to say. But you do get a lot of that next generation that come to the gigs. Virtually every gig you go to, there's like young teens who've obviously listened to them with the mum and the dad, and then they're suddenly like they're tuning in and stuff like that. And who else is announced, Baker? Do you want to say?
Well, I wonder if this one's more fitting for Grace. Blossoms.
We like Blossoms.
Yeah, see, I think Blossoms are one. I controversially, when Blossoms first came out, I thought I've heard this all before. But the more recent stuff, I think, is better than the early stuff, which is controversial, possibly.
Brilliant album.
Yeah, I don't think they've really got a bad one. I really like them.
I thought the early stuff was just all right, though. I was like, why are the kids getting excited about this? That's how old I am, because it was the kids. And I was like, why are they getting excited about this? But the more recent stuff, I really, really, really like. And the breakup track is one of the best songs that's been out in the last 10 years for me. It's just absolutely fantastic.
The new one they've got coming out is class today.
Well, at the time of recording, it's going to be played, isn't it? So we haven't heard it yet, but we'll probably hear it shortly after. Might get on our. Oh, you have, Louie. Okay.
Yeah. So my friend works in a nightclub in Manchester called 42s, and they got to. There you go. So yeah, do you work in 42s?
Yeah.
Do you know Annabelle?
Well, I do all the social media stuff, so I've never done handball. Yeah.
There we go. So Annabelle, my friend, she FaceTimed me at like daft o'clock and she was like, "This is the new Blossom song." And I was like, "Okay." Absolutely class. It's such a good song.
Nice one. Good stuff. You heard it here. Well, you didn't hear it first by the time it's out, but there, Louie is telling us it's a good track.
I'm telling you, it's good.
It is, yeah, it is. And we believe you 100%. And
sorry, I was going to say that Blossoms have a song that mentions 42s. They've got like good connections with them. So I think it's like they've got a good relationship with the club, basically.
Yeah, he's friendly.
We need you stay close for future Blossoms news, Louie. There's your sauce. There's your sauce. It's good stuff. And the final one, Baker.
That's it. I'm gonna have to get the script up.
They're announcing that they're playing the Co-op live.
Oh, the ratings.
And I've heard that they've been getting some abuse on X as well from strange people, which it just seems weird today, to be fair.
There's been a lot of talk of this one. Me and Grace were just chatting about it beforehand as well. It's certainly gone down as a bit of a mixed reception from people.
But why?
The ratings fans are buzzing. People who try to think of the right way to put this without sounding like I'm being awful, but people who have a wider range of music thoughts and choices, it's too ambitious. Like the old stuff, don't get me wrong, I used to love their old stuff. I've seen them probably about 15 times, but the newer stuff, it's not it. I'm just not. If we do it, fair play. I'll eat my hat or whatever the saying is, but I just think it's a bit much. They're not like a arena band, I don't think.
I was just about to say that to you. Do you think it's because they're not big enough yet?
Yeah, like it's same when they're doing like headline slots at festivals, like the head. Where is it? Tramlines last year. Fair enough. Sheffield, the Sheffield lads So I can see them doing stuff there, but outside of sort of Yorkshire, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just. It's not one that sort of. It didn't get me excited really.
Okay, so you won't be at the Corp Live then?
No, probably not. It's just.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I used to love them. I was about 17, 18. I thought they were like the greatest band to ever come out of music ever, and then I started just listening. Yeah,
ever. I mean, that's a bold statement.
Genuinely, I was sucked in, and I was obsessed with them. And then I just listened to them more. I was like, oh, actually, this is maybe a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they're all right. I get a lot of requests to play them on the radio, and I just think they're all right. Like, I'm not dissing them in the slightest. I think they're good at what they do, but I've never got excited by them, genuinely. Yeah. Even when they first came out, I never was like, oh, wow, what's the next thing they do? And I just thought, they're good. I'll put them on the playlist, and if a track comes around, then yeah, good. But I've never, I can, fair play. I think that they're a brilliant band for anyone to look at how you challenge the industry and crack on and get that support.
Give them credit for that.
100%. And I think, like, fair play for you. But yeah, I was a bit surprised when I saw the Corp Live. I kind of hope that they do sell out Corp Live, to be fair. Why not?
Because I know how many people have slated them, and obviously I will admit, I was one of the people who sort of said it's too big for them. But if they do it, fair play. I'd be happy for them, because obviously I've watched them since I was like, younger. I've seen them in like dingy little nightclubs, and then I've seen them, Sheffield Arena. So it's like, it is nice to see that them growing like that, but at the same time, I just don't see it happening. Which is. But
you'd rather see them in dingy little nightclubs, wouldn't you? Like the Corp Live. Has everyone been to the Corp Live?
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you though? Do you really love it though? Where have you been sat? I sat right at the back on purpose because it was half empty when I went. And I went to see Smashing Pumpkins and Weezer, and I was dead excited because I've never seen either of them. And I was like, double bill, wow, this is amazing. And I literally might as well have been sat at home. Not even joking. Like, it sounded amazing, but I might as well have been sat at home because it was like
far away.
Billy Corgan was like that big. And I was and the sound, I was like, this is amazing. But actually, like, yeah, it's one of those places that I imagine if I'd been down the front, it would have been a totally different experience. But the fact that the building is it 20,000 capacity or something like that. On the one hand,
I think
the biggest one in the UK.
Yeah.
The biggest arena in Europe as well.
It might be, actually.
Yeah, I think that might be right. I'm positive I've read that somewhere. Standing is good.
Yeah, no,
I don't think I've seen that.
I've done both.
I wouldn't go and sit there again because the price, like I say, it wasn't cheap. I think it was like 60 quid, which at the time was the cheaper of the options. I think it was 100 odd quid to stand, which again, it goes against everything, every part of my body. I won't pay that. I don't care who you are, from that kind of thing. But yeah, because like I said, I refuse to pay once bands, unless it's a festival, over £100 for a ticket for something. It doesn't sit well with me. Unless it's like Oasis as a one-off, do you know what I mean? But no,
is it though?
Well, it won't be a one-off, will it? But yeah, at the time, that's how they themed it, didn't they? But we segued beautifully there into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've announced Oasis, New Order, Joy Division, Phil Collins, Iron Maiden, and Billy Idol. And Louie's got his Oasis t-shirt though, in honour of that. Do we care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame though? Even Liam and Noel were slagging off years ago. And does anyone give a rat's, really?
I think the thing is though, they've inducted people. I mean, she's obviously a very credible artist and a legend of music, but Dolly Parton got inducted into it a couple of years back. Is that rock and roll?
I mean, what is rock and roll? It's hard to define, really, if you think of it like that.
There's acts that have been inducted into it that aren't typically rock and roll.
Luther Vandross.
Yeah, that's another.
I mean, yeah, let's not even start down that one.
And I don't like Latifah is exactly rock and roll, is it?
That critically acclaimed rock and roll selling artist Luther Vandross.
I mean, I genuinely don't. I try not to diss people, so let's move on from Luther Vandross. No, he's well named. He's well named. The last 5 letters of his name sum up his act. Do you know what I mean? It says it all. Do you know what I mean? There's no point.
Is it rock and roll?
It's
just saying
it's not
rock and roll, really, is it? It's like
then Pink didn't get in. That was my thing. Pink didn't get in. I'm gutted about that.
Yeah, but that's the PR. She'll eventually get in.
Yeah,
that's what they'll do, won't they? So, but I'm quite excited about this. Is this genuine, Baker? Because I've heard these rumors before. Is there going to be another In-Betweeners movie? Is that definite?
I think the other day it looked like all the big online sources were posting about it. So
is it a movie, not a TV show? I wasn't sure if it was going to be a TV show.
It got confirmed by one of the cast members, but I'm not sure. I think it's a movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Exciting stuff.
They'll all go on like a lad's holiday or something, won't they?
Stop it, dog. But where?
It's one of them because the other ones are so good and that iconic. Is it worth doing another one? That's what I think.
Well, do you remember when they did that show like a couple of years ago? I think it was
Reunion.
Yeah, what was that?
Everyone thought that was going to be a show. And it was almost a podcast, really. They were just chatting.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
It's like you're into a secret. I've never seen it.
Have you?
Oh my god!
No.
You're gonna have to watch it before the film comes out.
Yeah.
What kind of humour do you like, though, LG? What do you like?
I do like humour. So I've seen like clips of it and everything, and I think it's dead funny. And you know, when you see the bits about the dance and everything, but I've never sort of gone through the whole. Sorry, I'm being attacked by my dog. I've never seen the whole lot. I've never watched them. So.
The TV show is way better than the films. I think that's fair to say.
Oh, the TV show's unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you'd be disappointed if you like the clips and stuff like that. But yeah, it is quality TV. But yes.
What's everyone's favourite scene? Because I know instantly what mine is. It's.
I'm sorry.
It has to be the dance, doesn't it, when they're on holiday picking up the girls?
It's the Thorpe Park one.
Yeah, the Thorpe Park episode is genius.
Reverses and takes off the door.
It is genius.
I can't comment.
I'm not allowed to say what mine is.
But it's a good one, Baker. There you go. That's the key. We know it's good. And if anyone wants to know, they can DM this thing's on and Baker will tell you.
Send you the link.
That's the way it will work out and all of that good stuff. I love the caravan one as well. The episode where just genius. Anyway, we're excited about the In-Betweeners movie, potentially. I kind of hope it's a TV show. I think it would be better if it was a TV show. But yes, there was lots of things on this week, Baker. You've outdone yourself there with that list of stuff. So well done.
There was a lot, wasn't there?
There was.
There will be more by the time this is out too.
Yeah, well, it depends how fast we can get it turned around. But yes, the 4 tops is going to be the 5 tops this week, though, everybody. Get excited about this. Each of us pick our top track from the last couple of weeks and then debate which is our track of the fortnight. So, as we've got our guests, Grace, over to you. Do you want to introduce your track this week?
Yeah, so I've gone a bit against the grain, unfortunately, with the 2-week rule that's usually on this.
Well, I changed the intro, you see, because I knew that. I said that's a couple of weeks to try and cover it. So I think you're all right.
Okay, so this song's from a 4-piece band from Wales. They're called Shale. They're actually really good. I'm guessing you guys all listen to the song, but if you listen to the rest of the music, it's so good and they're so underrated as well. They've only got like 7,000 listeners, I think, on Spotify every month, which is ridiculous. They deserve more. I think they're a bit better than the North. I know we mentioned the North before. I think
I like this. Come on. Grace doesn't just talk music; she bloody gets into the music. I love it.
But the song is called "Get Ready to Dance."
Amazing.
I don't know what else to say.
I thought it was a good track. No, it's good. You're bigging it up. You're dissing one of our favourite bands, which is a bit dangerous. But yeah, we're all loving that.
I do like the North, but I just think Shale deserve more credit.
Better, yeah. No, it's good comparison. So it must be good because the North's won on this feature before. Baker, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I've gone for my pals from Glasgow, Brielle. With their new single Forget, first single in a good few months. So yeah, really like it. Paramore-esque vibes, I'd probably say, when you listen to that song. But I also want to point out the funny thing that happened when we were picking songs as well.
You jump in the script here, Baker. I was going to build up to it nicely. I was going to do Baker, then Louie, and then LJ. But you just dive in. You go. Okay. You just do that. Go on.
Then it didn't happen. On to Louie.
No suspense. Go on, Baker. Tell everybody.
So when we were picking songs in the WhatsApp group, Louie was the first one to send his over, and he'll announce what it is in a minute. But Laura said that's my pick. So then I sent mine before Laura sent hers, and then I sent it through Brielle forget, and then Laura went, "You're kidding me? That was my second pick."
So then I had to go off trailing and look at choice.
Third choice. But anyway, do you know what, Baker? It was like
I hadn't found these at that point.
Baker, it was like you were telling a modern day version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears there with LJ. She didn't first pick, second pick, and then the third one. That's what I was taken back to a small child. I thought you were telling me Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and that's how LJ got her pick. Anyway, Louie, what was your pick? Tell us.
I went for Southpaw by M60. I'll be honest, I just really like them. They're just really good. I've got a good. We saw them at Kendall, and my friend he's a bit feral. He absolutely loves it. He's the sort of person we were talking about at a festival that would shout people, stuff at people. But he decided that it was a good idea for us to just lift him up in a chair. So we just had him just on all of our shoulders on a chair just for the set. And there's like there's a mint picture on M60's Instagram of just him, sunglasses on, arms in the air, just above everyone in this camping chair. It was class. So awesome. I do really like M60, and that's a story about why I like them so much as well.
Did you not have sore arms at the end of that gig? Was it not a bit tiring?
No, there was like four of us. We had like a leg each, just like on each shoulder. So
good stuff.
Yeah, he's only a little guy, so yeah, we got him up. It was good. It was funny.
Good stuff. So you've gone for a bit of Southpaw, and LJ, how about you?
So I eventually went for The Falls and Open Fire. They're a band from Manchester, and they've actually just got a pretty good recording deal. So there'll be an album coming out from them very soon. So yeah, exciting stuff for them.
Good stuff. It's another strong week this week, and you can listen to them all when we get them put out onto social media, and also on the playlist on Spotify. But I've gone for the fifth one this week. Is a band called Pigeon, who are going to release their debut album on May 1st called Outer National, and the track I've gone for is their latest single Black James Dean, which is just one of those tracks. It just gets in your head. And it builds up slowly, and then it's just got a killer chorus. It's just dead easy to sing, and it's just like amazing. The band are from two Kent towns, Margate and Ramsgate, apparently, which isn't necessarily the place that you normally find amazing artists from. But yeah, I'm quite excited about the debut album coming out. So I've gone for Pigeon. And this week, do you know what? I had this moment the other day. I was going, how do we do that bit? Because we always get people to write it down. We're all sat in front of like computers. We could type it into the chat. Isn't that the easier way of doing it? And then we all press go. Louie's struggling.
This is the first time I've been prepared.
Have you got a pen?
I've got a pen and a bit of paper. You're joking.
Oh, let's do it the old-fashioned way.
Just for you, Louie, we'll do the old-fashioned way. Grace, have you got pen and paper?
Yeah.
You have. Right. Okay. It's just me again. I just had my idea. I thought I don't need to find a pen. I'll just shout mine out.
My pen's run out on the last letter.
The last letter. How many letters were you writing, Baker? That would give away the clue. Right. Tell us when you've all written it down.
I'm done.
But next time, I think we'll type it in, and then we can all see what everyone's written after three. Right. After three, sure, and just shout. But it never makes any sense to anybody. But yeah, after three. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, I'm 60.
Oh, it was 2 for M60, 2 for Shale. I mean, you've all written Pigeon wrong, is all I'm going to say. But yes, I went for Shale as well. To be fair, I don't know if I think there was
as well after the slander.
So yes, Shale are the winners. So congratulations, Grace. You have won our track of the fortnight.
What do I win?
What do you win? Just the joy of being there and the honour of being the winner. And then we'll put that out on social media and tell everybody that you picked the best track. But I think there's a racket going on between these three. They have their own little bands that they all like, and they pick the same songs. So I'll never have any chance.
None of us have picked the same songs apart from Louie. Oh, she's I
can defend this, but I picked a different band every week, and Laura has too. So we can't be held accountable for that.
I think we just all have some very similar taste.
Yes, there we go. But it's all good music. I'm not criticising it. It's all good stuff.
We'll discuss it in our own little group chat later on.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll talk about this later in our other group chat.
You do that then. You guys have a chat. But listen to that bloody Pigeon song. It's amazing. In a couple of weeks' time, you'll be like, oh, it's great. He was right. Right. It's time for On Air, Baker, where we go out and interview some people. We've been doing some fantastic interviews on social, haven't we? Including Tommy Smith was a good one. Has anyone seen Tommy Smith on his latest tour, by the way?
Not on the latest.
Not on the latest.
He's like gone. Every time I see him, he goes next level, and he's done it again. Like genuinely, he won't be doing small venues for much longer. Radio One have been playing his latest single as well. It was best. I think it was introducing track of the week last week, and he got a track called "Put a Record on Tommy" with Rowetta, and I've only heard it live, but for me, it's track of the year already. It's just that good. Like really, really, really good. So that EP is out May 1st as well. May the 1st, there's some fantastic tunes out back on Holiday Weekend. But yes, I also caught up with the artist Sean Taylor. It's a bit of a different vibe for us. But yes, he is touring Europe at the moment and the UK in May, including my local Pocklington Arts Centre, not far from me, which is quite good. So I caught up with him about his new album, First Light, and how he enjoys touring and some fantastic stories, gig stories. So let's have a listen. Well, I'm very pleased to say that I'm joined by Sean Taylor, who has got a new album out, and also he's going out on tour in Europe and in the UK this May. So welcome along to This Thing's On, Sean. How are you?
Very well, Jamie. It's nice to be here.
Good to speak to you. And I've been listening to a bit of First Light, your latest album. So is that something that you're excited to release into the world?
Yeah, very much so. And the response has been wonderful. Very nice response. Mojo picked it up. 4 stars in Mojo. Daily Express, I think. 4 stars, and Morning Star, 5 stars. And yeah, it's been great. Everyone seems to have liked it. And I think it's quite a challenging album. I think I like it, but I think it's quite political, and it's quite some of it's quite dark. There's there's a few kind of happy songs. I've kind of got a happy song at the beginning, one in the middle, and one at the end. It's like, the spy football team,
Yeah.
I've got my spy, but yeah, the rest of it's quite dark, and so you're never really sure when you write something like that and put it out into the world how it's going to be received.
Yeah.
But it's been really good. People seem to have really enjoyed it, so I'm really glad about that.
Great. So, and the world, I mean, I guess you can't get away from writing about politics in the last however many years, and the world right now is in a pretty dark place. So if you were to be writing a new album now, I guess you're probably going to continue to go down that road, I guess.
Well, funny, I'm actually literally today recording a new album. I've started on it, and I'm working on it, and it's very different than First Light. There's always going to be politics in what I do. I can't get away from it. Even when I don't want to write political songs, they just happen. There's something in me that I don't know what it is. But it's not. I don't think it's as political, and it's more. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, really, what this album's going to be. It's quite a long way off. I've literally just started it. So I'm not sure where it's going to end up. But First Light is very much political, and I think it's there's hope in there, but there's also a lot of despair and a lot of fear and a lot of anger as well, you know, about inequality and the growth of the far right and Trump and all of these monsters, and I think it's just a fear, really, and an attempt to, I always say, bear witness, really, because sometimes I feel very powerless, like there's nothing that I can do or we can do, and it's just an opportunity to try and, I don't know, find a way of processing it myself and making the world's madness something positive. So, you know, something that gives me songs, because it does. I mean, God, you turn on the TV, you turn on, you know, the radio, and there's just all these things that are just there. You know, you can't get away from them, and the songs are just screaming out. I mean, you know, for me, all the time. So yeah, it's a great vehicle for dealing with the world, really, being an artist.
I guess that's one of the beautiful things about music and the arts in general over history. I guess it's art kind of it's that social commentary. It doesn't always happen, but when it does, and when it's done well, it does speak to people. And I guess that's possibly why people resonate with yours and others' music. One of the questions I was going to ask, I've seen a number of descriptions of your music as songs feel like they're built from overheard conversations. Is that something that kind of felt true on this most recent album, or in your current writing, or
in all of my songs? I really like people. I find people fascinating. I really do, especially when I'm on tour. I have these little conversations with people that I just try to listen as much as I can, and pick up things in people's lives, ask questions of people. My own life is quite settled now. I live, you know, in quite a quiet place, and I don't used to go out and party and drink and stuff. I don't do that anymore. You know, I'm quite relatively settled. I'm not like, you know, so my own life is quite a settled life and quite focused, and there's a lot of routine. I write every day and record it as often as I can, and I do music every day, and it's cool. In between that, like, just meeting people who have a different life and a different I find that just really inspiring, even if they're people I don't like. And that's something I've had to really work on, particularly with things like politics, when you meet people you don't agree with. And you know, for a long time, I really struggled to have conversations with people I didn't agree with. But certainly in the last 5 or 10 years, I've really tried to work at that, because we're not going to ever have any unity between us if we just don't talk to people we don't like. You know? So especially the way the world is now. So it's but it's very difficult. I mean, and I often, you know, I'm not saying I live by that in a completely, you know, there's some people I just can't talk to, but
that's human nature, isn't it?
Like, you listen to stuff and you hear stuff, and eventually, like, oh man, you know, I mean, I wouldn't want to be stuck in a lift with Trump or Farage. I don't think it would be a nice conversation. But yeah,
but yeah.
But you try to take on as much of what people have as possible, because even when they disagree with you, it's good. It's good to disagree with each other. So yeah, I think that songwriting, that conversation between people, that thing when someone asks you a question and like you don't know the answer, or you know, what would you do if this happened? How would you react if that happened? And a lot of the time, I don't know, and that kind of conflict and that I don't know, discussion is what often makes me feel creative, really, trying to find
no, it's an intriguing process. It's an intriguing approach. And one person I'm guessing you definitely do get on with is Mike Seal, who's joining you as the Sean Taylor duo on tour in the UK. So how long have you been working with Mike, and what's it like going on tour with him?
Oh, Mike is great. He's amazing. He's a wonderful double bass player. He's also a multi-instrumentalist. He's a great songwriter too. We've done quite a lot of co-writing. He's wonderful. Man of many talents, lovely person too, very funny. I've known him I first met him actually when I was about 16, in the year 2000, Glastonbury. We were both working at Glastonbury, and we sort of stayed in contact. But it was only in the last sort of maybe 10, 15 years we've actually worked together. So we knew each other for a long time, but we both knew we were doing music, but we never quite got the opportunity to play together. And we're looking for you know, a project, and we started playing, and he's great, man. He's good for me, and I think I'm good for him, and we push each other, and there's a lot of laughing at each other, which is good as well. But good guy, and a great musician.
Great stuff. And what can people expect? People are going to, and I'll ask you about your 2 dates in a moment, but what can people expect if they've got a ticket or they're thinking about getting a ticket to come and see you live?
Well, we try and make every concert as different as possible, but there'll be songs in there that we always do, but there'll also be a lot of new songs. There'll also be a lot of songs that are kind of works in progress, because I think the newest songs are like, I'm still working on those, but I love that kind of journey of making a new album, which I bring out the songs to an audience, and I like songs develop as I play them to an audience, and I change things, I bring things in, I move things around, and before you know it, the song is something different than how it started. And for me, that's why I've always seen live performance as a shared experience. You know, even if you're the performer, you want to bring everyone in, you want to share the experience. So that's something that is very much part of what I always try and do. So it's a shared experience. And
excellent. And I know you're playing Courteeners Art Centre, which is my hometown, which is a cracking little venue, and I imagine those shared experiences in a room like that must be something special.
Yeah, I have a nice history with Courteeners, actually. I remember the first time I ever played it, and I was still drinking, and the next day I went to the pub just to I was about to go to another show, and I think it was the local rugby team were in the pub, and they were kind of very boisterous. It was either the rugby team or the fans of the rugby team, and I played a song for them, and I remember playing 16 tons for the local rugby team and their fans. It was quite a surreal experience. But I did it. It was great. I just thought, what can I a good working song, and I played 16 tons. So that was a nice Courteeners experience. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, hopefully you'll have similar Courteeners experience in May when you're there. And where else are you touring? Do you want to give a shout out to some of the venues you've got?
We have the 1st of May in Warsaw, 2nd of May in Stroud, 3rd of May in London, 5th of May Coulston, 7th of May Pocklington, your hometown. 8th of May Edinburgh, and the 9th of May Newcastle, and then the 25th of May I play solo in Camberley. So,
excellent. And where's the all-important details? Where do people go if they want to find out A, about your music, and B, to purchase a ticket for the tour?
SeanTaylorSongs.com.
Excellent. Simple as. And you're on all of the usual social places, I assume.
It's all Sean Taylor Songs. So Facebook, Taylor Songs,
Instagram, all of the usual places.
Sean Taylor Songs, and it's all there. So
cool.
And then I don't know. I mean, my least rock and roll moment. I don't know. I have a thing with touring, and this makes it sound kind of unusual. I tend to forget a lot of the concerts. It's almost like the minute it's gone. I'm thinking about the next gig.
You love it in the moment, but then you move on, kind of thing.
I had to learn that very quickly. But I mean, the gigs that meant the most to me, like, I played some shows with Danny Thompson, the late Danny Thompson, and they're the ones that probably meant the most to me. They weren't, you know, we did his birthday gig at the Half Moon with Eric Beard, and that meant a lot to me, because I just loved the guy. I loved his playing, and he was a real special person. And he passed away this year, and I was very sad. But he was such a wonderful musician, and that is the one that meant the most to me. But rock and roll, definitely something at Glastonbury. I mean, something in there.
That's what Glastonbury's all about, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's losing some of its flavour now, I think, from people. You see the tickets. You have to earn a certain amount of money now to go to Glastonbury, which it wasn't like that when I was 21 and didn't have the most money in the world, and I managed to get a ticket for like 90 quid. Do you know what I mean? Those were the days where you could go and have a good weekend and not have to break the bank to do it and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And it's sad. I mean, the last I went to just as a punter in 2002, I think 22, and it was it was like, I remember seeing a running club in the morning. I was like, what is it? I mean, I go running outside, but Glastonbury, I was like,
not at Glastonbury. I wouldn't pack my trainers for Glastonbury to go for a run. That is very true.
But hey, things change. I guess we have to just try and make the best of everything.
That is very true. That is very true. But thank you so much for chatting to me today. Much appreciated. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you hit Procklington and other places in the UK. As I say, we will drop the link in the comments for people to kind of click in and listen to music and hopefully come and witness one of your concerts. It sounds like it'll be good fun.
Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it.
No worries. Take care.
Great interview, Jamie.
Did you enjoy that, Baker? Yeah, good. Yeah, it was. I liked his stories. They were good. Yes. Anyway, but yeah, if you want to go along, have a listen to his album. It's a bit different. It's not the kind of thing I normally listen to. But yes, very good live as well, apparently. So should be good. Right. I know what you did last Saturday, Baker. Well, a couple of Saturdays ago, to be fair. You all went to Stockton Calling. So this is your opportunity to just tell us about Stockton Calling. And Grace, if you ever think about something that you did recently, that might be the most exciting thing. So have a think about that while these guys are talking about Stockton Calling.
I had a busy week a couple of weeks ago. I had Stockton Calling on the Saturday with these guys, and then Richard Ashcroft on the Monday. But Stockton Calling was a great day. Lots of content on CVFM Radio's socials. I think one of the highlights is, if anybody's seen that video of Louie after we spoke to Gene Gallagher that Laura got, we might have to make a moment for it in this episode, actually.
Okay. Should we play it at the end?
I think we should, but if Laura, I know you took it, Louie, you can explain. If anybody wants to tell us what happened in this video.
So, shock. I was at a festival, so I had a few pints, and I was really excited at speaking to Gene Gallagher because obviously it's Liam's son, and I actually think he's a really nice guy as well. And out of excitement, I shouted into Laura's phone that he just out loud in the arc. Yeah, I kept it cool in front of him, like I was good in front of him, and then as I left, that's just when all of the excitement just. That was it. That was it for the day. I was just on cloud 9.
Wow. Right. Yeah. I mean, I might again for the benefit of a wider audience, I might just bleep that bit and leave a bit of intrigue as to what you might have said.
Yeah. I mean, what did he call me?
An animal, because we were talking about cream eggs, weren't we?
Yeah. He got up to shake my hand. This is what we were saying about him being such a nice guy. Because these two were interviewing him and I was just doing a bit of filming, and he stood up to shake my hand and everything, and I said to him, "Oh, are you staying over?" And they said no. He said, "No, we're going back to London, and tomorrow I'm just going to sit and eat all my Easter eggs." And I was like, "Oh, what's your favourite Easter egg?" We had the conversation the week before, and he was saying, "Oh, I like milk chocolate," and so and I told him, obviously Cadbury's buttons are the best Easter eggs ever. And then one of you two shouted over, "But tell him how you eat a cream egg."
That was me.
And he was like, "Go on then, tell me." And I was like, no. And he was like, I said, "How do you eat a cream egg?" And he was like, "I just put it all in at the same time." I was like, "All right, excellent." Just trying to deflect a little bit. And he was like, "Come on, tell me." I was like, "You don't want to know how I eat a cream egg?" He said, "Yes, I do." And then he called me an animal.
Great.
I don't think it's we talked about this last time. I think it's a normal way to eat a cream egg, to be fair. But anyway.
Finger in, scoop it out.
Yeah, why? Exactly. Anyway, let's not go back there.
I'm not talking about this again.
And to note, my dad had a piss with Rich from Hard-Fi, so.
I mean, we are plumbing the depths, Grace. We're not normally like this. We're not normally like this.
We did interview as well. We did do a lot of interviews, which you can.
We did a lot.
Yeah, I thought this part of the segment you'd written, we've got some great things to talk about from Stockton Calling. I was like, amazing. The guys have been Stockton Calling. They've met how many bands are on, and so far we've got crudeness about where Gene Gallagher came from. We've got the cream egg thing, and your dad having a piss with Rich from Hard-Fi. That's
our highlights.
Amazing. It sounds like you've had a fantastic time.
Grace, have you ever been to Stockton Calling?
No, I haven't. The lineup.
Would you like to?
You'll have to come because it's absolutely fabulous.
Yes. No,
the
next year.
Really good. Yeah.
If we're like being serious, actually, though, it was like wicked. It was so like it sounded like I kept saying it like all day. I felt like I had imposter syndrome, just like with all like these cool bands and stuff. And I was like, "Right, mate," just like it was regular. Like we had Cherry Holt. We were like just in a
Cherry Holt
karaoke.
is so good.
How class! So we're like just in a karaoke room with them, and they were just the nicest lads. So funny as.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, then ended up backstage with Courteeners. That was good, and that's the point where I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Because like, you know what I mean? It's Courteeners. Courteeners are amazing. Oh, yeah. And I'm just stood there with Dan, the lead singer, and we're just waffling on about. There was like 10 minutes we were just talking about nothing, just chatting. Andrew Cushion as well. Saw him. He was nice. But yeah, all in all, in time.
Cracking time. Good stuff. Well,
you'll have to come, Grace, one year. It's one of the highlights of my Stockton Calling.
Oh, without a doubt, mint.
Well, yeah, just come and stay at my house. Be fine.
We'll get some more stuff.
I'll pop round.
Yeah.
We'll get some stuff.
But mine. It'd be grand.
But Grace, what have you been up to then? What can outshine these guys at Stockton Calling then?
Well, I mean, they met Gene Gallagher, so I can't really like come back with anything that's that exciting. But I guess like the last couple of weeks I've been planning my summer festival season out. Does that count?
Cool. Yeah. No, that counts. So what have you got on your planner then? What are you doing?
So I'll actually be working for Tramlines Festival this year. Can we get a round of applause?
Yeah, I love a bit of Tramlines. Very good.
Mint Festival.
Yeah, I'll be doing the social media for them, which I'm very excited for. Because I've been going for the last 2 years, kind of off my own back. So I'm hoping to interview some good artists there. And then I'll be at Kendall Calling, which I know Baker said he's going to as well this year.
Good
very
stuff.
Excited for that. Yeah, and a few other random festivals just in the mix of that as well. But they're the ones I'm most excited for. Yeah,
no, there's some big hitters, aren't they? Be good stuff. And if you're doing the social, I'm sure you'll get some fantastic coverage and fantastic stories and all of that good stuff. Yeah. Brilliant. Nice one. Well, I went to see Belle and Sebastian at Royal Albert Hall as I was it was on Louie's birthday, wasn't it? So yeah, it was that was cracking. I'd never been to the Royal Albert Hall and I'd never seen Belle and Sebastian, who were one of my favourite bands as well. So that was just a little bit special, to be fair. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever been to the Royal Albert Hall, but it's a pretty cracking venue in it. So very good. I was sat quite high up though, I tell you.
Is that the one in London?
Yes.
Oh, I've done. There's Albert Hall in Manchester as well, isn't there?
There is. Yes.
All right there. All right, yeah. No, I've not been to the Royal one.
Yeah. The Royal one is quite grand. It is, but the Albert Hall in Manchester is canny as well. So
that one's class. I love that venue.
All good stuff. So yes, we've been up to. Normally we say, we haven't been up to much, but we've been up to quite a bit of stuff, haven't we? Which is quite nice.
Well done, guys.
It is good. Yeah, of course. This thing's on officially. We're out doing shit, which is good. Yeah, finally. Instead of just going, we'd like to do stuff, but we're busy. But yeah, on screen then, what are we all watching on? One thing that you've either been watching on Netflix, streaming, might be on normal telly, any of that kind of stuff. Grace, what do you like on telly? What's anything that catches your eye? Or
I don't know if anyone's been watching Euphoria, but it's back again.
Series 3 is back, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm not sure what I think of it, and it's been a bit of controversy, but I'm still going to watch it. I can't lie.
I've read about the Sydney Sweeney stuff and whether they've gone too far, because it is a very controversial show, isn't it? Let's be honest. But
yeah, but it always has been. That's the thing.
Okay, but you are going to be watching it. You're going to be watching season 3. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you've started it, haven't you? So the one I was going to go for is Malcolm in the Middle's back. I don't know if anyone watched it first time around, but Life's Still Unfair. Weirdly, it's 4 episodes and they're all about 25 minutes each. So why they didn't just make it as one film, I don't actually know. But actually, I'm quite cynical about some of this stuff. I quite enjoyed the Scrubs return recently, but Malcolm in the Middle, I've only watched 2 of the 4 so far, and genuinely funny, like just really good. It was like, I'm actually pleased they brought it back now, because it's quality stuff. So that's on Disney Plus right now, if anyone's interested in watching that. LJ, how about you? What have you been watching?
So I'd seen recently just loads of clips of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It was like bloopers and that, and so I thought I'm gonna give that a try. And do you know what? I can't get into it.
It's how much have you watched though? Have you gone past series 1? Have you started series 2 yet?
No, I'm sort of like, I think I'm about halfway through series 1.
That's why you need to keep going, because the second, I mean, I liked series 1, don't get me wrong, but the second Danny DeVito enters it, it's a whole new ball game, and it's just amazing. But it's very, like, I think I might, but it's, if you don't, I mean, you're not supposed to like the characters. That's the whole point. They're horrible, horrible people.
Yeah.
So you don't like them, but what they get up to is so outrageous that, well, personally, I just think it's one of the best things on TV. I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just genius. But Danny DeVito's got to an age now where he clearly doesn't give a shit. And that's what's entertaining as well, because he doesn't care. So he's doing stuff and he's just not bothered. He's like, I'm famous, I can do what I want. And it's just genius TV. But yeah, get past series 1, because series 1's just
keep going.
If you find yourself halfway through series 2 not enjoying it, give up, because it's just kind of like that from then on in.
Yeah.
But has anyone else seen It's Always Sunny? No.
I've watched it with my pals. They dressed up as the characters for
Amazing.
Halloween. It's quite funny as.
It's just I genuinely love it. Genuinely love it. It's brilliant TV, and easy to watch, like 22 minutes when you don't have any time. You can just watch a quick one before bed, and it's just hilarious. Just genuinely brilliant TV. But yes, Louie, how about you?
I've been finished watching the Tyson Fury documentary, the new one, just because I really like him. I just think he's, I watched the documentary. A few of the things he does, I'm a bit like, oh, don't like that. Like,
no, but you found it entertaining to watch. Did you watch his fight on Netflix? Did you watch the fight?
Yes, very happy.
What did you think of that?
I'm a bit of a Tyson Fury fanboy, so I'll always say it was great. But if I'm being truthful, it was a bit of a rubbish fight, and it's 10 years too late for the Joshua fight. So
it is, isn't it? But hopefully it'll happen. But it won't be the fight. It won't be the spectacle that it would have been 10 years ago, of course.
Not even close.
How many times has he retired now?
4. 4. Here's the thing. He says he retires. I don't even care, because it's like, I'll see her in 6 months, mate. Not bothered.
Yeah.
And then my other one's quite embarrassing. Well, it's not. I'm not embarrassed of it, but it's just like my guilty pleasure. WrestleMania was this weekend.
Oh, you enjoyed?
Night 1. No, not really.
What's more than one night? Bloody hell.
Mate, there's 18 hours of wrestling to watch. It's mint.
What?
Well, I say 18 hours. There's 3.5 hours pre-show, 4.5 hours of like the actual wrestling, and then an hour post-show, and it's 2 nights. Mint.
Amazing. I mean, I like the way you said.
I know about that.
Yeah. I like the way Louie said actual wrestling, when we all know that it isn't actual wrestling at all. But
you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean. I'm pulling your leg.
I just think it's entertaining. Like, people watch Corey. That's got a story. If you watch wrestling, that's got a story.
Yeah. I'd probably rather watch wrestling than Corey, to be fair.
Me too.
Big muscly blokes throwing each other around. It's funny as.
Yeah, it was not as funny as Saturday lunchtime Big Daddy, though. Giant haystacks when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. You couldn't beat a bit of Big Daddy. He just wiped people out with his fat belly. That was the act. That was the 70s and 80s. You couldn't get away with that now, but you could back then. Easy. It was just brilliant. Saturday tea time. Saturday lunchtime before World of Sport and St. Greavesy. Those were the days. You have no clue what I'm talking about. There you go.
I do.
LJ does, of course. The rest of you are like, I don't know what he's on about.
I know the wrestling. I know you're on about with the wrestling. I know those guys.
Big Daddy was genius.
Yeah, he was like my mum's favourite when I was younger.
Everyone loved Big Daddy.
Yeah, I'll sit and watch it now, and my mum will be sat next to me, and she'll just look at me, she'll shake her head, she'll be like, God, you're ever going to grow up? And I'm like, no, never.
Nobody grows up.
So fun.
You're not allowed to grow up. That's the thing.
No, don't do it.
Like, exactly. And Burke, you've been sat waiting patiently. What have you been watching on the box?
Well, mine's in the future, because when this comes out, I'll be sat in the cinema watching the new Michael Jackson film.
Oh.
on its release day.
On its release day. Wow.
All right. Are
I'm
you
going on the weekend.
Big Jackson fan then? Or fans?
I do like him. Yeah, I think he's released some amazing music over the years.
What's your favorite? There you go, everyone. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Smooth Criminal or Beat It, one of the two.
Yeah. Okay.
Dirty Diana. That's my favorite.
Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, Man in the Mirror.
Oh, good on.
I used to have the game on the Wii, and I'd like learn all of the dances.
Oh yes, I had that too. Yeah.
How good was that game? The Michael Jackson Experience, class.
the amount of times you'd face plant, when it was Smooth Criminal.
And you do like the lean forward.
You have to, bend forward without moving your legs.
Yeah, that's hard, that one.
I had his costumes and everything.
I remember when Moonwalker came out at the cinema back in 1986. That's how old I am.
Michael Jackson to a birthday party before.
Every song was worth listening to or watching with the music videos.
The Thriller one, that's my favourite. Music video. That one's class with like the zombies and stuff.
Yeah. Just definitely iconic, class. But you'll have to report back next time, Baker, on the film. Give us your top review. Because last time you were on here, you were giving 5 stars to everything. So we'll see if you give more 5-star reviews the next time we are up. Right, we're almost out of time. So before we head off, what are we looking forward to in the next fortnight? Baker's already said he's off to the cinema, so he's jumped into that one. Grace, what will you be doing in the next fortnight? Anything exciting? Any gigs or new releases you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm going to see a band called Spring on Saturday in Manchester. Very excited for that.
Nice.
They've only got one release out, so I'm excited to see what they'll actually do when I see them.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited for it. Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you for that. Louie, how about you?
I don't have any gigs, but I've got Wrexham in 2 weeks, and then that's about it.
And then playoffs. I think we're gonna have to have a Borough special of this, given that we're so close to the end of the season. But yes,
hopefully we're going to stay over, I think, and protect. The Snuts are doing a gig while we're down there, and Cherry Hut are on the bill. So me and my mates are thinking cheap hotel. Yeah, out in Wrexham, go to a gig.
Nice.
Why not?
The Snuts are always good.
Yeah,
for a gig
really
and all.
Enjoy them.
They're class band.
I do like seeing them.
Yeah, cracking stuff. And LJ, how about you?
Absolutely nothing again. I'm just trying to look there. I see you. Sure, I've got. When are the Claws on in?
Friday.
Is that this Friday?
Yeah, Quayside supporting.
So
are you off to that then?
It was coming up.
Get yourself along. Yourself along.
No, I've got a ticket. I was looking in my diary. I was thinking,
when is it?
That's going up.
Good stuff. Well, I've got London Marathon this weekend, guys. So there you go. That'll be fun. I'm knackered already. So I dread to think. I've not heard the term before, but paranoia is real. That's all I'm going to say. It's like, every morning I wake up and I go, that didn't hurt before. Oh no, I'm going to be really injured. I googled this morning how you could possibly have a stitch when you've just woken up, and it was like maybe you're like dehydrated and all that. So I've just drank water all day. It's just madness, crap that I wouldn't think about, but every little thing. But yes, so I don't know what my time will be. I don't really care anymore. I'm just looking forward to getting around 26.2 miles. On Sunday. So it's not really music or anything like that, but that's my thing. That's what I'll be doing this Sunday. So that will be good fun. But yes, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of This Thing's On. Thank you very, very much to Grace for joining us.
Thank you, Grace.
Thanks.
And it'd be good, if we haven't scared you off, feel free to come back, particularly when you've done some of the festivals. If you want to give us some insight, a bit better insight on festivals, not like these guys when they go to Stockton Calling. I'm sure you'll be far classier when you're chatting to people and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, apart from slandering, everyone's favourite bands, maybe.
I mean, it's good. It's good to have an opinion. I think it's fair to say. But thanks to you guys as well. Thanks to Baker, Louie, LJ, and This Thing's On. Well, it's not anymore. This Thing's off. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.